What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. In today's market watch, we're gonna look at a lot of trading cards. Trading cards that are necessary for the meta, trading cards that YuGiOh players might not be looking at, and cards that actually might have an impact on our future with the new special events Konami is gonna be running. In today's market watch, I need you guys to first make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment down below, and comment question of the day. What are you guys doing right now for YuGiOh? I mean, what events do you have planned for YuGiOh? Are you going to locals? Are you getting ready for the upcoming YCS in Pasadena, California, I think it is? Are you getting ready for regionals? I would love to know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What events are you going to get ready for this weekend? I personally don't know what to do. A little bit of a problem, and I need your guys' help. I've never been to Pokemon regionals. This weekend could be my first Pokemon regionals weekend, but there's a YuGiOh regionals in Tennessee. I already have my invite, but it's YuGiOh. I'm a crack addict. There's crack, and then Pokemon's meth. Bad example. Nevertheless, I don't know what to do, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Obviously, I think I already know the answer, but comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, moving forward in Chaos Impact, Prismatic IP Masquerade is already starting to drop down in value. We see it hit a price point of almost there for $350. I think it's $382 market price, and that's even lower than its $400 overall price point when it first came out. I'm sorry, IP Masquerade. This is a phenomenal card, really good, not Appaloosa good, and Appaloosa holds a $400 price point. I think with IP Masquerade being a Prismatic rare, it's still gonna have good value, and it might be even more than the initial $200 I thought it was going to be. With that said, it's not going to be $400. This card's going to continue to drop down in value. Even though it's a beautiful card and great card, it's going to see play, it's still going to drop down in value. Salamangreat Power Phoenix is just continuing to tank in value. As it's not being used in Salamangreat the deck, we're going to see Power Phoenix see some really low numbers. It currently has a $238 market price, but the price point is already hitting $158 and dropping. We have Unchained Twins, Aurora, and here's the weird thing about Unchained Twins, or Unchained in general. I want to like them. I want to be excited about Unchained. Talking to my buddy Austin yesterday, who got third place and second prize on the channel, by the way, with Orcus. He was telling me that there was an Unchained player that almost made top 8, Unchained 2 Dracos, by the way. He didn't make top 8, but he did get his invite with Unchained. So it can be done. The deck is very good. The only question is, do you know what it does? Respect my deck, boys. Don't ever see on something like Unchained and go easy win. If they're playing Unchained, one, they probably have the money to buy whatever they want deck-wise. Two, they probably know what they're going to be doing to you and what your deck does. That can be scary for a lot of players. So you better understand the mentality of Unchained, what they're trying to do, whether it's Unchained 2 Dracos or Unchained Evil Eye, or a bit of a mixture of both. You're going to want to learn what that does. But nevertheless, Unchained, even though it's not tier 1, maybe it could even make it could have a possibility of being tier 1.5. And Unchained Aurora Prismatic for $135, not bad looking. In fact, personally speaking, I got rid of all my Unchained stuff, what little I had. But looking at it right now, it's not too expensive, and I might pick it up as it gets lower and lower in value. And like I said before, Unchained Twins Aurora for $135 is not bad. I'm waiting for the card to hit $100, and I might go in and grab this as I'm a YuGiOh, you know, as we some of us are YuGiOh, you know, gentleman of the night. Look at the price point. General priority whore. Look at the price point. Unchained Twins Aurora Prismatic. I mean, $141 going to $135. It's not that big of a jump. I want this card at 100. I keep looking at it because I keep thinking about it. Well, so let's move on. Look at that Gorgon Empress of the Evil Eye Prismatic with $180. The card price is $95. It's gonna hit 70 soon. Probably stabilize roughly around the $60 to $70 price point. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes even lower, but that's where it's currently. I think it's gonna be going. It doesn't earn this high price point. Nobody's caring about Gorgon Empress of the Evil Eye. Though I will say, oh, looks nice. Then we have Abomination's Prison. This card was brought out throughout the weekend. We can see the value starting to go down a little bit with a $35 market price. The price point's already hitting $34. Now, this is the money card for Unchained, and to be honest with you, I think this is the short printed version of this card amongst the other Unchained cards. The other Unchained secret rares you're gonna see in a little bit. This is gonna be really cheap, but Prison is still gonna maintain a high value. So if you're looking to pick up Unchained, that's gonna be the card that's gonna be a little bit hard to get just right now. I think ultimately the card will get a little bit easier to get in the future, but nevertheless, it is what it is. We have Starly Seafree, which is roughly around $33, higher than its original $29 price point a couple of days ago. because we saw a build that ran Thunder Dragons. I ran 3 of these, and it was doing pretty good. The build looks really good. If you see the combo, and since you're on YouTube, I wish I could combo if I was you, but it looks really good. But you need 3 of these, so don't know if $33 good. Then we have regular versions of IP Masquerade, still roughly around a $30 price point, which is gonna be for a good amount of time, to be honest with you. Probably another week. Speaking of another week, we have Marine Says Blue Tang being $25. Blue Tang, I don't know why you got time to be looking at me like that. You got a week to show me some invites. Anyone Marines display out there, you got about a week. And we're gonna be honest before your cards start dropping in value. And for real though, Marine Says Blue Tang is currently $26. That's $24.75 I'm looking at. It's not showing 26. That's because Yu-Gi-Oh players are losing their interest in Marine Says. Even though I personally like Marine Says, and I think they definitely should make their way and definitely have invites this weekend, the meta and the market will have to determine that. Even though I will talk about it all day long and blue in the face for her, the meta and the market are going to determine that, and that's what we're going to see with the value of these cards. As you can see, they're already starting to drop. Once again, Marine Says players, you better get to work. I do think they can do it though. Moving forward, against the regular Salmon Great Power Phoenix's current price point is roughly around $16 to $17, which is around market price. Power Phoenix is a great card, it just doesn't work with Salamangreat, so they have to put it in. And that's the question being asked throughout the weekend on YCS London. Then we have other cards like Unchained Soul of Rage. The first Secret Rare of Unchained is $12. Underneath is a $13 price point, just trying to hold on to $12. And that is the Unchained Soul monster card, that's money. 12 bucks. I'm not done yet, but I got other ones, but this is why I'm showing you. There's 35 because it's short printed, and that's 12. Okay, moving forward, you have Striker Dragon, which is roughly around $12, $13. This card's gonna go down in value. Get rid of this card. Unless there's a build that I don't know about that runs some spicy stuff, I don't think Striker Dragon is really worth being that high in value. Then we have Unchained Soul Disaster, barely holding on to $8. You see what I'm getting at here? The Ultra Rare, though, is $5.50, and that's higher than the Secret Rare Unchained Soul Anguish, which is $5. Yeah, Unchained. Now, once again, some Yu-Gi-Oh players might look at Unchained and scoff, and I totally get it. But I'm not looking at them scoffing. No. I'm not dropping games to Unchained. Let me change the wording of that, what I just said. I might play Unchained. Obviously, I think Orcus is one of the best decks. Unchained is a deck, once again, Yu-Gi-Oh players have to respect. And if you do not respect Unchained, you will get smacked by Unchained. And imagine, round 6, your boy's outside, you're hanging out. Good event happening so far, great day, sun's hitting you, feeling good. 300-man locals, 9 rounds, top 32. Well, regionals. That'd be great locals. I would love that locals. 9 rounds, top 32 for regionals. You go outside, everyone's talking about their wins, and you lost to Unchained. Not only are they gonna make fun of you, but you still don't know what just happened because you lost to Unchained because Yu-Gi-Oh players are not respecting this deck. Once again, if you are playing Orcus, if you're playing 2 Thunder Dragons or Salamangreat, no big deal. But you better know what this deck does, or you're gonna lose to it. It's one of those kind of situations. Firewall Dark Fluid Dragons roughly around $5 as well. Looks nice. This card should have been Prismatic. Even though, once again, I'm not a big fan of this card, it would have made a good Prismatic rare. We got other Unchained cards, don't we? Do we not? I think we had like one more. This Galaxy that's card. There's no Unchained card. Okay, my mistake. Oh, there we go. Welling of the Unchained Souls, the Ultra Rare, the set. The card's roughly around like $1. So this is why we be $1 buying special. That's all. That's what I want to talk about. Okay, moving forward. Dual Devastator is so much money, says everybody who did not buy Dual Devastator, because I'm not buying this set. So I will say, Dual Devastator Ash Blossom Joy Springs look like they're holding good value. The market price of Ash Blossom Joy Spring and Dual Devastator is roughly around $6. The price point's a little bit under $6, but I still think this value of Dual Devastator Ash Blossom Joy Spring has the potential to move up in value. Once again, we don't know what we're getting in the future sets. So we got from now to at least January, set release wise, to know that Ash Blossom is still going to be used in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't know what's going to happen with the new set coming out in January, but I still think this card's going to be good, and since it's still going to be good, it's going to go up in value as Dual Devastator slowly dries up. And even though Dual Devastator has been bought out heavily, the price points, you can see over here, 33 prices is not a lot. There's a lot of walls and value in quantity, but nevertheless, 33 prices, it's going to dry up eventually. Same with Super Polymerization. This card's insane, Konami. Why do we have this at 3? This card does not belong at 3. It's really good. Have you read it, Konami? Okay, look at Super Polymerization. The value currently is roughly around $5. I think also has a chance of value going up. And that's it, by the way. That's why I put the cap on any kind of future value within Dual Devastator. I think we all kind of knew this with Ash Blossom Joy Spring, Super Polymerization being cards that are going to be used in the game heavily. You have other great cards like Ghost Ogre and Soul Rabbit, Call by the Grave, Ghost Bone Holder, man, all these other cards, but they all have better versions that's currently out right now. And even though they're really nice, they're already one actually, but even though they're really nice, they can see as much play as Asphalt from Joy Spring and Asua Poly. And a majority of that, I don't think it's gonna happen. So these will be the value for a Dual Devastator moving forward. Anything else, guys, it's gonna be dollar binders all day long. Cyber Dragon Nashor was recently used in third place deck that the guy played at the YCS London. And I know I'm talking about that because that's the biggest tournament we had. I have been looking at a lot of regional decks, but a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players playing Orcus throughout the weekend playing regionals. They actually kind of forgot about this card, but this card's really good in Orcus. If you're looking to play Orcus, you're gonna run Cyber Dragon Nashor. Little cute little play the kid did. I mean, I'm talking cute. I'm talking 5-year-old, ice cream to the face, adorable cute. This kid set Cyber Dragon NASCAR. Okay, set it face down. His opponent had a full board. His opponent had an extra deck and board and all that goofy stuff. He said Nashor. His opponent was like, all right. And then he goes, what do I do here? And then just contact fusion. You set this card and then you go, contact? And then your opponent's like, I'm sorry, what? And you're like, oh, let me explain. You're losing some stuff. That's amazing. One thing, Cyber Dragon National is a card that came out only in dual power. Market price showing the card to be roughly around $7. We're already seeing it roughly hit around $8 for Cyber Dragon National. If you're looking to play Orcus, you definitely want to at the very least test this out, because setting a card face down and your opponent playing Orcus goes, oh, I got this kid, and then he just says contact, pretty good. Also, if you want special summon, you get to pitch a card, special summon this card from your hand, blah. Which is also very good in any kind of variant. Once again, I think it's specifically good at Orcus, as well as you Cyber Dragon players out there, you, and my buddy Alex. All right, moving forward, Into the Void being used in pendulums. Now, how much? Well, enough to make pendulums go Into the Void go up in value. Into the Void currently from Bowser Legends Life's Adventure is roughly around $9. That's Bowser Legends Life's Adventure Into the Void. I mean, the ulti's pretty hitting some crazy numbers with a $20 market price. The Unlimited is already at $23, and after that one's gone, it hits $26. It's only 9 listings. There's almost no Into the Void's Ultimate Rare. For the original Shining Darkness, it's roughly around $10 as well for Into the Void. So that's how much pendulums have an impact on this game, because they're still being seen in play. They're still considered a cheaper deck as compared to other decks in the game, and they're still pretty good. It's another deck that you gotta look at and go, all right, which version? There's so many different versions of pendulums as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I mean, if you want to play competitive, you don't need to memorize all of them, but you need to memorize the layer of pendulums. So the minute you see some cards, you go, okay, I know to respond to that. I know to ash that. I know to let that go through. That's kind of mentality right now with pendulums as it stands. Next, Galaxy Cyclone. Another deck I was using the side deck at the YCS, and I love this card, to be honest with you. I love Galaxy Cyclone a lot. How much, you say? I have 3 of these. I bought years ago, waiting for this moment to say that. Okay, moving forward, Galaxy Cyclone from the Megatins is roughly around $3. You can see almost hitting near 4. You got Galaxy Cyclone from the original pack, Cross Souls, and the market price is showing this card to be roughly around $3. Unlimited printings are hitting almost near $4. First edition versions are hitting near almost $6. This is about $6. To almost, and then it hits almost near to $8 to $9 after that playset's gone for Galaxy Cyclone. This card's really good against any kind of back row heavy trap dot deck. Think about it. You're playing against a thing like Alta Guys, so you're playing something like Google Control, or maybe even Thunder Dragons. You're gonna Cyclone one backward. Next turn, you're gonna proc Cyclone to get a face-up card, which more than likely is gonna be there could only be one, because that card's super annoying for any kind of deck that's named Thunder Dragons, Salamangreat, Orcus. Basically, Yu-Gi-Oh. Hell, you Striker players still use, face-up cards. This card's good against you too. Even though you can still, once again, use it against any kind of back row heavy deck. Really good against Guru Control as well. It's just blasting out cards for free every turn, guaranteed the minute you get a Cyclone in hand. Then we have Lucid, Another Lord of the Dark World. Another Lord of the... Mario Crystal has this card off here on $11. It's been bought out about $20. This card does nothing, but it's Lucid. It came on Primal Origins, super rare. I don't know why it's bought out. Another spicy thing I saw throughout the regional weekend was a Yu-Gi-Oh player playing Topologic Zeroboros. I love this, by the way. The market price of this card is roughly around 28 cents. You can see it being less than $1, probably $1 by a special. This card's really good against Salamangreat, in which the player stated, but I think it's good against a lot of cards moving forward. 2 effect monsters, 2 has on attack, Link 4. You cannot summon set any monsters to any extra ones this card points to. Little quick reference: forward left and right, back left and right. That's pretty good. Gains 200 attack for each banished card. If another monster special summon to the zone this card points to, while this monster is on the field, banish all cards on the field. Pretty good. Once returned to standby phase of your next turn after this card was banished by its own effect, special summon that banished card. I like that. I like that. It just clears the field out, and then it just comes back. It's like, all right, let's do that again. And the cool thing about this card, which I like a lot, is when you bring it back, if you was to bring it back by its own effect, I know it doesn't really happen as much, but if you play mid-rangey, if this card does come back by its own effect, and you have a link monster in your zone, bring it back pointing to your opponent's link zone. So they have to either deal with your link monster or deal with the link zone and the fact that everything's gonna get banished, board state's gonna get cleared, and they're gonna have to deal with this over and over again. It actually is really cool to see that, and yeah, really spicy play. Moving forward, guys, Dragon Ravine's going up high in value. I guess as you can play, get ready to prepare for Dragon Maidens. We see in Dragon Ravine cards, just Dragon cards in general go up in high in value. One of them is going to be Dragon Ravine. So coming out of Legend Collection Kaiba with a $4 market price for secret rares. The Astral Pack 7s are roughly around $3. Almost say $4 as well for this card. We're seeing Dragon Maiden players, the future of them, playing roughly around 2 to 3. Once again, we don't know if this deck's going to be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. The general consensus on Dragon Maidens is going to be about tier 3s, everyone's saying, but who knows? I always keep an eye out for things like that. Moving forward in Savage Strike, if you don't have Phantasme, yeah, you don't have it. I'm sorry. It's gonna hurt to be you if you want to play at a regional level. You see, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme has a $98 market price, but it's not though. You got one over here at $99. You got one over here at $100, and after that $100 one is sold out, the price point jumps to $111. And ready for it? $115. Back up. It's almost to back up to peak price for Fantastical Dragon Phantasm. The price I definitely knew was going to go at. Here it is. I think I might do a thing where I do like a podcast on which I read old comments, and maybe even current comments. I get a lot of current comments as well that are really interesting, and I would love to have response. I'd love to respond verbally to all these. Maybe I'll do a podcast doing about that and talk about the people that used to talk about Phantasm. When I would talk about Phantasme, people were literally like, V, stop talking about it. It's not gonna go back to $100. Stop being stupid, V. You get some good ideas, V, but that one's stupid. And I'm like, but it's a good idea, man. Anyway, I might do a podcast. I was thinking about it, guys. Comment down below if you think I should. But yeah, Phantasme, pretty expensive. Then we have Polymerization Extravagance stabilizing roughly around $71. After that, well, those four are gone though. I will say for first edition, it's about $75 for Polymerization Extravagance. And we're seeing Polymerization Extravagance being used in more than just control decks. We're seeing a lot of weird things happen with Extravagance. I mean, look at Infernoids. That's not a control deck, but it's going to use 3 Polymerization Extravagance all the same. I mean, there's a lot of other decks going around that's using this card. And to be honest with you, I called Phantasme. Can you just take my word on it? That as we see, once again, we see no signs of any impending reprints of cards like Polymerization Extravagance and Phantasme. It's clear to see that Extravagance is going to go higher and higher in the market. So don't be surprised if this card becomes very expensive very soon. It took this card first to happen, and I think this card's gonna happen afterwards, unfortunately. Now, 75, yeah, it's a good price point. If you get the card for 70, by the way, it's a good price point. But it's gonna go higher. Then we have Borderlord Savage Dragon, about $30, and yeah, I don't know. I kind of want this card again, but it's still really relatively expensive. You're not Dragon Link to Borderlord Savage Dragon, being about $30. No. This card needs to be lower for me to be interested in it, because I do want one, but not $30. And if you have one at 30, I would recommend selling it because it's way too high. And we're not playing Dragon Links where this card is justifiable at 30. We're like, with this card at best goes in the pendulums, where it's justifiable in about 20. 17 is where it was before the spike, by the way. World Legacy Guard Dragon, if you're looking to play Dragon Maidens, you're going to want to play a set of these. The deck probably runs about 2 of them, roughly. Okay, moving forward, Summon Limit. Great card for the side deck. In fact, most decks you're playing, you can actually have a question. Do I need Summon Limit? If you're Orcus, the answer is no. No, in fact, I don't want to see this card. But if your other decks, like maybe like Thunder Dragons, you might want to consider siding it. Strikers definitely get sided. 2 Dracos should definitely main this. I mean, there's a lot of ways to use Summon Limit to really screw your opponent over. And if you go in first and you flip this card over, you're in a pretty good position, especially against Orcus. Current market price has this card roughly around $3, and we're seeing it about roughly $4 for the ultra rare version of Summon Limit. Then we have Cosmic Cyclone, a card in which, hey, you Orcus players, you're gonna want to main this card, or any player in general, but mainly Orcus players. You're gonna want to main this card because paying some light points to just say bye-bye to a card is really good. Look at that. Also, by the way, I'm dead serious. Mystic Mine, like you just hit it with Mystic Mine, you're like, that problem's gone. Okay, look at the Cosmic Cyclone Ultimate Storm Pack 7 Ultimate Rare with a market price of $29. It's about $31. In fact, if you want the original print Secret Rares, you got 2017 Megaton or Dark Illusion. Megaton's being roughly around almost there $4. And the Dark Illusion is also about hitting about $5 for Cosmic Cyclone. This one came out common, which is roughly around $1 behind a special. And in Dual Deficit, you can also get it for roughly around $1, roughly. Cosmic Cyclone is a really good card, and if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player out there and you're looking to play competitive, you're gonna want to at least grab 3, even to hold. You can probably trade for commons, no big deal, but I would recommend getting the Secret Rift, Dark Illusion, and if you have an illness like I do, Ultimate Rares. I don't have these, but these are beautiful Ultimate Rares. And maybe I'm saying it because I don't have it, and when I have it, I don't like it, because that's how I was with like Regeki and like Terraform. I'm like, oh, it's okay, and then I got it, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I really want it, and then I got it, and I just think it's okay, but yeah, it looks nice. Magnetic Crusader Aramax is also going up high in value. The card is roughly around $14. Market price shows the card being roughly around $23 in the market price, and we're seeing it roughly around $23 for Magnetic Crusader Aramax. Good card. I mean, it's hard to get over. See, here's the thing. I was talking about this, I think, yesterday to a buddy of mine. When you have a card like Nibiru that takes all the heavy combo decks and just slaps them down to their knees, because that's what basically Nibiru does for the most part. Nibiru slapped all the heavy combo, the blind combo decks down to their knees, Dragon Link players. That's what Nibiru did. You're gonna get a lot more mid-range decks, and we're seeing decks like Salamangreat, Sky Strikers, obviously Orcus, probably the best mid-range deck, better than Salamangreat. But I will say, if Salad was at full power, I don't know about that Orcus players. But looking at it right now, the mid-range decks are dominating. The control decks want to play cards, and they have cards they can play, and we're seeing control still be a good deck, but this is a mid-range format, 100% guaranteed. But what's good against mid-range, or what's good to play in mid-range? Both instances, you're going to want to consider Magnetic Crusader Aramax. This is still a phenomenal card. And this is why this card's showing off so much value, because it's a pain to get rid of. You have to expend a lot of resources to get rid of. Resources you really don't want to expend to get rid of Magnetic Crusader Aramax. So this is why we're seeing this card go up in value. It's a great card, by the way, in general. It's just, we always had other options, and we still do, but it's still, but Yu-Gi-Oh players are slowly realizing more and more. This is really hard. That's a lot of text for a card that basically says, hey, you're gonna have to use a lot to get rid of me, and even then I'm still gonna take a card away from you. How about Trix Bane is another card I talked about yesterday. The market price on this card will be roughly around $3, and Unlimited's about $3. First edition is also about roughly $3 for Topologic Trix Bane. This card's dirt cheap right now, and yeah, it did get a reprint in Dual Devastator as an ultra rare. No, I'm sorry, in the Gold Stark Megaton as an ultra rare. Ultra rare is $2. The secret rare is $3. First edition. Buy the secret rare. It's a good card still. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players underestimate this card, and this card might see some play in the future. Absolutely, it's a great card. If you have a locus that's doing a Yu-Gi-Oh holiday charity event, get ready for it. You don't have to pay for tournament entry. You just have to bring 5 non-perishable food items, ideally cans, that have a expiration date. No, the cans has to be within. I mean, the food has to be minimum 10.5 ounces, and expiration date after 2/1/20. So basically, this February of next year, most food easily goes beyond that. Go to your local Family Dollar or Dollar Save store or whatever. You can even go to Walmart. They usually have like sales on like cans of like noodles and all this stuff, and go and get them. It's 5 cans. That's it. And what do you get for that? You get a lot. You get each of those will take one item of food per round against their opponent. At the end of the tournament, they can trade the cans for the same amount of packs. What kind of packs, you say? Astral pack. Yeah, I don't know which ones you guys are getting. I already know which ones I'm getting. I'm not gonna say on video, but I will say Astral packs. That's pretty awesome. Not only do you get Astral packs when an event actually gets a playmat, and I should know because I have it right here in my hand. This event's gonna happen from November 16th to November 24th. So about a week of this event. So look around and see if you can find multiple locals. I mean, once again, you're not paying $5 entry anymore. You're just doing this, and that's pretty good. Here's how it looks, by the way. You can see it right there. It's a pretty nice Yu-Gi-Oh Day playmat. To everybody that's going to my locals, yes, I'm having this. Stop asking me questions like that, please. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh Day playmat, and looks pretty nice. Astral Phoenix, I believe, right? It's Astral Phoenix. I could be wrong. No, Zane Truesdale. I watched GX a long time ago. The only person I like is Jesse Anderson, and everybody else just made me laugh in a bad way. Not that I hate it. I just like. I'm a Crystal Beast fan. Anyway. Hold on a second. Bam. Much better. Okay, so that's a holiday charity event. And now, you heard that and you're like, okay, V, why do I care about this? Because Astral packs. Astral packs are kind of important. And I think since we have OTS packs, we kind of forgot about Astral packs. So we're not going to forget about them in this video. You see, Astral pack 1, it has cards like Tsukuyomi. A card being used by any kind of Ultimate Rare, by the way, Tsugumi from Astral Pack 1 with $38 market price, holding almost a $45 price point. This is exactly what a Go player needs. And would a Go player pay $45 for Astral Pack 1 Tsugumi? Yeah, they totally would. You also have Debris Dragon, which is a great card, roughly around $22, and Photon Thrasher, about $17. Also in Astral Pack 1, we have Mass Change 1, which is about $7 for the Super Rare. And then we have other cards like Terraform Super Rare, which came out in Astral Pack 1, being roughly around $3. You got 6 Samurais, like Kagamusha Super Rare, being roughly around $3. The highest rarity version, by the way, of that card. Maria Greed being another card about $2. And Genix Undyne, a Super Rare coming in here about $3. Insector Centipede. Good value in Astral Pack 1. That's if your locals was to get Astral Pack 1. If your locals got Astral Pack 2, well, let's see what they got here. Atlantean Dragoons, I hear that card's worth some money. I mean, you know, it has an $81 market price and the price dropped down to $65, which is really good. Atlantean Dragoons is still going to be a card. If you watch my videos, especially around every kind of a balance change, I always bring up Atlantean Dragoons, and I always bring up Mermos in general, and how Mermos are a shotgun deck, and they always appear as a top contending deck. In fact, looking at the YCS London, a Mermo deck made its way to day 2, almost got into the top cut playing Mermos, because when it's a new meta, nobody knows what they're doing except the Merma players. They know exactly what they're doing. They're gonna get an invite. Congratulations to that community, because they just walk in and go, oh, no one knows how to play their decks? Okay, shotgun to the face, good game, sign a slip. Like, they do that 9 rounds and they get their invite. It just happens with Mermels. We also have Spellbook of Power being roughly around $49. Market price dropped down a little bit to $42. Still, nevertheless, a good card. Photon Pappy, it's a $9. You could get this card, I'm sorry. I mean, it's a pretty card. Okay, other cards, Institution Super Rare also comes out of Astral Pack 2. It's about $5. Atlantean Heavy Infantry is also another card. It's roughly around $3. Once again, if you're looking to bring that Merma deck out or you got Merma player, they're gonna want to talk to you about this card. Oh yeah, Polymerization Dragons is common in Astral Pack 2. Astral Pack 3, you say? Well, it's a really crappy Astral Pack, except it's not, though, because it has Fire Formation Tanky, which is roughly around a $52 price point card. Now, the market price is going to be about $63, and that's because of the Fire Fist hype that's kind of down right now. But I will say Fire Formation Tanky is still a good card. It still sees play in Lunar Light Orcus, and I think moving forward in the future, it will still continue to see play. And if you crack this card, you're not going to complain, as it's a $50 card. You also have Atlantean Marksman, another card, Ultimate Rare coming out of Astral Pack 3. Being roughly around $25. Then you got Maestro. I talked about this yesterday, actually, I think. It's almost near $12 in the market price. Okay, I see what you did there, Maestro. You also have Marmara Biscundi, once again, another card used by Marmara players. And a lot of other pretty good cards in Astral Pack 3. Astral Pack 4 is bad. I mean, look at this. Max C, $150. That weighs my wallet down. Good, not good for the back. Okay, so if you was to get Astral Pack 4 in your locals, it has Max C, which is roughly around $150. You'll probably sell it your local for like $120 to another player. Probably sell it to your fellow Carship owner for about $70. Nevertheless, you're pulling Max C in a charity event. You're pretty happy. Looking at Necker Valley Ultimate Rare, by the way, the value is going up. Necker Valley Ultimate Rare holds a $30 market price. It's about $37. After that one's gone, by the way, it's $40 for Necker Valley Ultimate Rare. And it should be. It's a gorgeous Ultimate Rare. Dandelion, the dream is real, boys. The market price of Dandelion currently is about $24. The actual price point is about $26 for Dandelion. You also have Fire Formation Tensu. Nobody really cares about that card because it got reprinted. So Scarecrow, it's a good card for casuals. Spellbook of Wisdom, if you're playing Spellbooks, you want this card. By the way, it's like a $3 card. Now, Soul Drain, even though it got Lost Art reprint, still roughly around $2. And you got a bunch of other good cards. Astral Pack 5, you say? Well, I hate Astral Pack 5 because it has Padu Alley, a card in which was $50. I mentioned one day I was gonna buy it. Turn around the next day, the damn card's bought out. But looking at Padu Alley, current market price is roughly around $97, and the price point, $105, $110. After they got Cowboy, good troll card, about $20, and Bushin Yamato, the Future God card, which is about $23 for Bushin Yamato, a higher than $16 price point. And then you got other cards like Murmur, despite I just know like Konami's sporadically going Murmur. I see what you did there, Konami. Sending like with OTS with like with Sky Strikers. You also have Charge of Light Brigade Super Rares, which are kind of hard to find, to be honest with you. And then yeah, that's a pretty good set. Next, Astral Pack 6, Target for the Underworld, $73 on the market price. It's about $62, $65. Still really good though. You also have Big Guy in this set coming out to be about $26. A little under $29 market price. Traffic Trackhold Nightmare is a card every casual really wants or will trade high for. Its current price point is roughly around $12. Underneath it's $15 market price. And then for super rare wise, you have Black Dragon Collapse Serpent Super Rare, which is pretty nice, about $1 though. And White Dragon Y Bus on super rare, which is about $1. These are old school, beautiful, high rarity cards. Before the reprint, these were the money cards, by the way. Then we have Ashback 7. Gastel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Nobody really plays this card anymore, but it's still a really good card. It's about $21. We have Spell Shining Arrow, which practically goes up in value as the meta changes constantly. With a $14 market price, the current price for this card is roughly around $10. Still a great card. Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger with a $13, almost $14 market price. The price point went down a little bit to roughly around $12. Still a very good ultimate rare. You're cracking one of these, you're not gonna be like, oh man, you're like, good value, good. I like value. Value's good. You also have Sailor Knight Altier being roughly around $3. A Skarm in this set being about $3. Dragons Revenge, I mentioned before, it's also about $3. Almost at $4, by the way. Overall, a really good set. Oh, you have commons like Madolche Pudding Sets. That's also on $3 because Madolches, don't reprint those. Just leave them at high value, says Konami. Mission accomplished, boys. Okay. Astropack 8 also has cards like Mystical Place Typhoon. With a $50 market price, we're seeing MSC's hold a price point of roughly around $44. Drop on a little bit, but still a beautiful ultimate rare. I mean, a really good looking ultimate rare. This set also has Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Bearer, with a $48 market price. It's not 48, it's about 38, but still, nevertheless, you're not gonna be unhappy when you crack an Ultra Trishula. As well as Phoenix Chain with a almost a $15 market price. The price point is roughly around $11 for Trishula. This one also came out Instant Fusion Super Rare, which is roughly around $6 to almost $8. Quickly goes to $8, by the way. Other cards like Common Machine Dupes, roughly around $3. Lose One Torrent at $2. Book of Eclipse, which is a gorgeous, I mean, I don't know why this is so low, but it's about $2. This is a really good set overall in general, and also you're gonna get your Mallet Branch of the Burning Abyss, which is about $1, $2. Still a great card for Asher Pack 8. That's all the Asher Packs coming out. As far as your opportunity to get these Asher Packs at your local holiday event, and the calendar, the dates. Konami did a great job of making all the dates down below, guys. I highly recommend to do this. I think this is a great event. You have an opportunity to trade your cans in or your non-perishable, which most likely is cans, for packs and Asher Packs and value of cards, and you have a chance to win that playmat with that character whose name I just don't care about anymore because it's not my Crystal Beast guy, and sorry, Jesse Anderson is on it. Okay, anyway, that's all I care about, but it's a really cool playmat nevertheless, and of course every Cyber Dragon player is going to be knocking at your door, and you're going to go, hey V, how many Cyber Dragon players do we have? Enough to make the prices still high for Cyber Dragons that are not named Nasher. So yeah, I think this is a great event. Once again, you're going to win a lot of great things. It's a locals, but with just more better opportunities to get better price support. And Konami just gave all this to the locals, so locals don't gotta pay out nothing, which locals love to do. We as a locals, you hear, wait, I don't gotta pay nothing to you. You're just giving me this to run this event. Amazing. Also, if you're a local OTS owner, it's easy to find like a local a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter nearby. That's probably the better way to do it. Obviously, you gotta donate to like our charity. But realistically, I would just do it to that. I don't think Konami would really care much if you gave the cans to a soup kitchen. If they care about that, then, you know, I don't know. But from what I read in the information they gave me, I don't think they really care as long as you donate it somewhere. And I really do think it's awesome to do this. Make sure to get a Tupperware, by the way. You go to Walmart, get one of those big Tupperwares. It's like a black, you know, what I'm talking about the Tupperwares, the big ones with the clamps on the sides. You get one of those bad boys. That should be more than enough. Maybe you get 2 depending on your locals. But that's more than enough, and that should be able to, you know, go stop at your locals, like I said, soup kitchen or any kind of pantry and just drop it off. It'd be really awesome to do. So I actually like this a lot. I wish Konami did this more often. They did the one last year, but they didn't really like promote it as much, which is kind of weird. But yeah, hopefully moving forward they do more of these and promote more of these because I love these events. We also have from Infinite Chase's Search Seal, Watch of the Evil Eye. What's the last one over here? Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Search Seal, Watch of the Evil Eye. A $19 price point, $19.50. The current price point is roughly around $23 for Search Seal. $23. Now, I don't know if Evil Eye .deck being maybe on chain or pure Evil Eye is going to be good. Even though Evil Eye looks, I mean, let's be honest. If you guys ever played Evil Eye or looked at Evil Eye or looked at cards from Infinite Chasers, Evil Eye looks absolutely amazing. It kind of reminds me of DSO. What set is that? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, my brain just went, no, door locked. DSO. Gotta find it. Not Argent Saga. I'm talking about live games. That's gonna annoy me. That's gonna hurt. Anyway, it reminds me of a set that you may or may not know. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh set named DSO. That has some nice cards as well. Because Infinite Chaser just didn't have Search. By the way, which is holding a relatively high value. It had other cards as well, but They all look nice. Destiny Soldiers, got them, boys. Destiny Soldiers, was cards like Celestial. I mean, Dark Clothes, which looked amazing in this set. And HO for a good amount of time was holding high value, and then it got reprinted and went low. Remember that? I think there's a good chance we might see that with these cards as well in Infinity Chasers. Nevertheless, it kind of reminds like this set, how there's like beautiful looking cards. They have a possibility of showing some meta play. They never really do, but they always had that possibility, and you always got to keep in mind that because of this plays that your locals playing it, so you got to know what those cards do. So yeah, kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, let's go about Speed Duels for a quick second, guys. I think Speed Duels is a highly undervalued, underrated game, sub game, and set as well. With Speed Duels, you can pay a very little bit amount of money and build a Speed Duel deck. And why is that important to you? You say? Well, if you're looking to go to YCS and play an Attack a Giant card, it's not important and relevant. The past Attack a Giant card winner played a Warrior Toolbox deck, but the one before that played a vanilla zombie deck. And no crapping on the kid that played vanilla zombies. You'd lose to a regular Speed Duel player that played competitive Speed Duels. That only came to play Speed Duels at that event. I think so. And I think so with Speed Duels, like I said, deck of course is cheap as $20. The meta is really easy to learn. And you can win Attack of the Giant card with Speed Duels at a side event at your local YCS. By the way, local, I mean like sporadically throughout the year. Konami, make more in the United States. Because we all can't go to Pasadena, California. We're not from California, Konami. I know, shocker. But yeah, I would love to see a YCS in like Ohio. I would love to see one in like North Carolina. You know, I would love to see one, you know, over here, this part of the country. You know, there's more country over here. Anyway, but anyway, looking at Speed Duel events, if you are looking to play an Attack of the Giant card in day 2, I'm not sure if Konami's guaranteed gonna make it only for Speed Duel players, but as we see it right now, if you're playing Speed Duels, and you play in this main event of YuGiOh, you drop out in day 2, you can play an Attack of the Giant card, and with your Speed Duel deck with Attack of the Giant card, which is actually really cool. And I would love to know what you guys think. Are you guys playing Speed Duels? Are you looking to play Speed Duels? If you're looking to go to YCS and play an Attack of the Giant card, you're gonna want to play Speed Duels. The deck is literally as cheap as $5 to $20, and it's a meta deck. Realistic, real talk, guys. I'm gonna have more Speed Duel deck profiles coming out on this channel as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. Anyway, Paisanos, it's your boy V, and you Paisanos, you right there. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and see this guy right here? Get ready to win him at your next charity event at your YuGiOh locals. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos, have a great day.